What's up, guys? How's it going? Just jumping on for the third time today. I'm gonna pull up some music we could play in the background. You guys are doing well. It's Friday.
This year.
Doing free readings and free questions. Yes, the list is open. Chrissy Black, if you want to share your question. The topic that you'd like a reading for. And then, guys, as always, all that I ask is a like, share, follow, subscribe, what have you. Also accepting tips and donations in the description box below. What's up, guys? How's it going? Happy Friday. Hello, is the list open? Do I have a stalker on my social media? Getting worried. Thank you. Let me take a look for you, Chrissy Black. What's up, guys? How's it going? Just easy on the what's up, Space Chronicles? Thanks for liking and subscribing. All I ask is just to not necessarily inundate the comment box while I'm working questions. Or at least, in the very least, just understand that I got to work through these questions. Spirit of gratitude, do I live and land highest possible messages at this time? Chrissy Black's question, do I have a stalker on my social media? Getting word, thank you. Let's see what comes up. I'm not seeing a stalker. For me, that would be the Seven of Swords, but I'm not seeing that here. So, yeah, something to keep in mind here. Obviously, you're going to want to take all the kind of precaution, with your social media. Maybe not put your identity out there as much. Maybe start an alternate account, an anonymous account. And then, of course, block people accordingly that you don't know, that might be browsing your social. So that's what I have for Chrissy Black. Hope that answered your question. Jasmine, hey, what's coming for me in love? Let's take a look, Spirit. And then, as always, I'm logged into my other websites, so if I get pulled to the side, feel free to be a fly on the wall and listen on in. What's coming for Jasmine? Spirit. Love. Okay, so you do have a double wish fulfillment here. I got two different star cards here. which is pretty stellar. No pun intended. The star cards, signify wish fulfillment of the major arcana. So we have here star card number 1, and then we have here star card number 2. These are both wishing upon a star. So now I will say with the world card in reverse, I feel like this is unfinished business, Jasmine. So something to keep in mind, anytime the world card is in the reverse position, this is unfinished business. This is Sophia. She is looking to the Four of Wands. So I don't know if marriage is something that you have on your heart, but this does reference marriage. Maybe someone even from the past that you might have thought of, making that serious step with. As far as like what's coming to you, the Page of Pentacles is here, so this does draw my attention. This is an offer. This is surface level communication, though, text, IM, phone call, email. I don't know that anyone really emails nowadays, but this is that kind of like throwing a line out, hollering at you, shouting out at you. Whereas, you may on the receiving end might be in this hangman position, a little bit of suspension. I'm kind of perplexed only because the Four of Cups in the upright suggests that you might not be entirely receptive to this incoming reach out, or in the very least, you might still be hurt from how things ended if this is someone in the past. I'm not necessarily getting so much newness here. I mean, I would like to see more so aces, in regards to new. So if you do have some unfinished business in the past for you, Jasmine, then I would be mindful of that. I think that there might be kind of a turn of approach when it comes to love here. The Queen of Swords in the reverse speaks to just being very, intolerant of something that just isn't aligned with you, maybe energetically, emotionally, spiritually. The Nine of Wands in the reverse is not wanting to work necessarily in love. This is how he looks in the upright. This is how she looks in the upright. But in the reverse position, it's almost as if, yes, you're being asked to kind of let go of the past, let bygones be bygones, but you're also, I think that the way I was kind of interpreting these energies was that you're not necessarily wanting to, pull more than your fair share of weight. And it could be that maybe in past love dynamics, you've had to extend yourself with little to be returned. So something to keep in mind there. I just want to, I'll leave it at that. But if you want to dive deeper, feel free to reach out for a one-on-one reading. Just want to get to these other questions here. Very welcome. Space Chronicles, thank you for liking and subscribing. Does Leo have a crush on me? Does Leo have a secret crush on me? Guys, feel free to share this live stream as well. We get a little party going. No problem. Very welcome. Leo have a crush on. I have the Emperor in reverse here, Nine of Cups in the upright, Eight of Pentacles in the upright, Five of Pentacles. I'm just trying to see if anything catches as far as that kind of crush aspect. not really getting a crush aspect, Space Chronicles. I'm not getting that. Nine of Cup in the upright mixed with the Eight of Pentacle in the upright speaks to somebody really kind of focused on their career path, maybe their successes, their victories, their accolades, their resume. Okay, focus more so, oriented more so on the success. So I would be mindful of that to inform your focus as well. Because I feel as though that might be Leo's energy. One second. Damn. I don't know. When I ask if this is Leo's energy, I get a no. Space Chronicles. When I ask whose energy this is, I'm getting that it's not Leo's. So if that's the case, then maybe that is a little bit of him looking your way. Because the Emperor's over here looking in the reverse position to this energy that's kind of focused in on their A game. So this might be you, Space Chronicles. And then, not for nothing, Leo is a fire sign energy. This is Aries, which is also another cousin fire sign energy. Straight up, you see it looking towards this side, this person. In the reverse position, it speaks to the Emperor and or possibly, and not for nothing, when I ask if this is Leo, the cards say yes. It gives me an upright answer. So it can be that this person is waiting for you. Hangman also came out here, Space Chronicles. And so this hanged, suspended energy speaks to maybe he or she is waiting a little bit on you because the energy is of a suspended nature and then their purview is directed towards you. So, and when I ask the cards straight out, that's what they tell me. So, sorry for that, a little bit of a misinterpretation at first blush, but, when I drill down a little bit, it seems like that's what was coming up. So thanks for hanging in that with me, Space Chronicles, Jasmine, Karina Chandler. What's up, Karina? Yeah, of course, you're very welcome, Space Chronicles. Thank you for taking the time and doing this reading, by the way, of course. Is a person on my social media ever contact me soon? Thank you. Interesting, and I have been looking into my career a lot. The message just resonated. The message does resonate for me. I just agree. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you once again. Of course. Thanks so much. I appreciate your question. Karina Chandler, is the person on my social media ever contact me soon? Thank you. Let me take a look for you. Guys, as always, feel free to like, share, follow, comment, subscribe, share. Accepting tips and donations below in the description box. Just wanted to jump on a live stream this Friday in between calls and readings. It's been somewhat of a slow day, but we're just kicking it, chilling it on this Friday. 1 second. Karina, I'm just shuffling the deck so I can get a good draw for you. And then I will answer your question. Just picking up on the energies. Is the person on my social media, will they ever contact me soon? I am getting that they will contact you. I just feel as though that they are probably overthinking the situation, believe it or not. I think that they are at times worried. Let me try to get a time frame for when they're going to contact you. It's going to be, we're talking days, weeks. Yeah, I mean, I could see them reaching out within the next, I want to say 12. Maybe 13 days. I know that sounds crazy and random, but Queen of Wands to me is, that reads as the number 13. Because you got the 10, the Page is the 11, Knight is the 12, Queen is the 13, King is the 14. So yeah, I would say, I know it sounds crazy, but to me, I would say, let me see. I don't know why this person is, I don't know what the situation is, but this person is very hesitant. Overthinking a lot. Is it because of me? Yeah, you could ask the question, Huncho, for sure. Guys, just feel free to like, share, follow, subscribe. Karina says, is it because of me? Is it because of me that this person is not reaching out? I'm assuming is what they mean. Let me take a look. I feel as though there's someone else, Karina. When I ask directly what this Lover's card pertains to, because the Lover's card came out, I feel as though that there might be somebody else. When I ask directly, the Seven of Pentacles comes out in the upright. I read the upright as a yes. Also, the Three of Wands is here. To me, that suggests a third party. Three of Pentacles is out here. Anytime you see a three, to me, that's a third party. Death card in the reverse for me is like a rebirth energy. So maybe giving new life to something from the past. What's up, Christina A? What's up, Jacob? Welcome, guys. How does JM feel about me? Let me take a look for you, Huncho. Let me take a look for you. Guys, feel free to like the video, share, subscribe. Let me just shuffle up really quick, Huncho. Let's see the question. Guys taking tips as well. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. in the description box below, not for nothing. Also, if you're interested in a one-on-one private reading, check out the website runguntarot.com. All my contact info is there. Do a one-on-one over the phone, chat, messenger, video, whatever you feel most comfortable with. Email, text, whatever. Let me take a look for Huncho. How does she feel about me? Or how does JM feel about me? Let's see what comes out. Again, anytime we're talking feelings, we're talking about the Suit of Cups. Let's see what comes out. Just reading here. I feel as though this person has probably moved away from you spiritually to some extent with the Page of Cups in reverse. This to me is a spiritual energy. The Ace of Cups speaks to someone new. Yeah, I'm getting that there might be someone else. I feel as though possibly that this person, Page of Cups in the reverse, I kind of just reading the context of what I see here, mixed with the Six of Cup in reverse. Not to get so heavy, but Six of Cup in reverse is like a soulmate energy, like falling out, falling away. Sometimes it refers to like a friendship energy. So this person, whoever they are, if it's a he, if it's a she, I don't even know, but it's like a falling away, maybe even feeling like lost a friend or something. That's just kind of what it is. I think he had a follow-up question. Feel free to rewrite that follow-up question. Let's see. Jacob Jones, like, shared, sub. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jacob Jones. Killing it. Liked, shared it, subscribed, followed, all that. Thank you, Huncho. That's good enough. Christina A. What relationship changes are coming in for Ivan and me in the next 3 months? Let's take a look. Thank you guys for letting me read for you. Thank you guys for your questions and your comments and all that stuff. Appreciate y'all. Looking for relationship changes. Okay, so we have, let's see here, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Five of Pentacles in reverse, I read this as going into the Church of Self. So this could be more so of maybe feeling spiritually or emotionally isolated. I mean, if you're looking for more of like a practical, concrete change, sometimes people consider like, moving or relocating or something like this. I'm not necessarily seeing that here. Seven of Cups in reverse. This maybe feels like this could either be read as like after the honeymoon or maybe some more reality is settling in. But I do feel as though that it could be just, that honeymoon phase, depending on how long the relationship has been going. Seven of Cups in reverse is like coming out of fantasy or illusion or options, coming out of options. I will say that it is more of a narrowing down. I think that this represents growing more familiar and growing closer together, because the Six of Cup is what this energy points to, and the actual Six of Cup is here as well. So to me, and not for nothing, but this does represent kids and children. So something to keep in mind. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to take this call, guys. Feel free to be a fly on the wall. And then I'll try to get back to your question, Christina A. Just bear with me. I got to take this call. These calls take precedent because they're paid calls. So, damn, this person got 50 minutes. So it might be a while. So just keep in mind. You guys can feel free to hang out though. Hi, this is Dylan. Good. How about you? All right. What can I help you with? I do cards. Yes. If you have your zodiac sign, that usually helps. Jan 8th. Okay, I think that's Capricorn. Let me look that up. But yes, feel free to start with if you have a particular question, topic, or if you just want to jump straight to the cards to see what energies are out here for you. It's totally up to you how you want to go about this. Okay, let me take a look for you. Capricorn energy, by the way, January 8th birthday. So let me give the deck a shuffle, and then we will see what comes out. 1 second. Okay, the World card is wanting to come out here first and foremost. Generally, this is a very positive energy. This represents moving on to the next chapter, maybe even an energy of graduating to something. It doesn't have to be academic related, but it can just be symbolic of a phase or a chapter resolving. This is actually Capricorn energy as well, because this card is ruled by the planet Saturn, which is Capricorn's ruling planet. I feel as though that there may be a little bit of, and excuse me if I'm projecting here, but I'm just picking up almost that, with these quote unquote graduations or advancing onto some sort of next level, even if it's just kind of energetically in your life, there is this energy of like looking back. At least that's what's depicted on this card. It's this person kind of looking back. So I feel as though that there might be some fondness, maybe even some sadness in the mix. But like I said, for this to be the first energy to come out for you, I think it's almost like a bittersweetness from, yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Yeah. Yeah. I know it's so uncanny how these connections are made. I'm still amazed as a reader myself, but so yeah. And you said that you're going out there. This is to kind of memorialize or to visit. Is this like? Yeah. Sorry to hear that. Yeah. 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 Let me see here. Yeah, I mean, I feel as though that, I mean, this is just such a kind of, just like a gumbo soup of emotions and feelings. And, I just feel as though maybe even like structurally, it sounds like, family and friends wise, or whoever's, going to be there, there is going to be that little bit of a vacuum, that kind of void to fill in some way, shape, or form. I feel as though that this is somewhat of a changing or a passing of the guard. And there is something, I don't even know what the right word would be, but there's this kind of like honorary feel, because I feel as though that although no one could necessarily replace, anyone really. I mean, in families, by nature, it's almost as if we're constantly meant to grow into new positions and roles, so to speak. So I feel as though that you're definitely gonna notice that shift and that change. And I'm not saying that everything's gonna kind of be able to fall into place this first time around or this first year around, but yeah, I mean, um, it feels as though it is this kind of moving forward, nonetheless type feel. And with that being said, I mean, we could go a little bit through more of the cards that are coming out here. I don't know if you want to just continue with more of this kind of general, or if there was a particular direction that you had in mind. Like I said, any way you want to approach this is up to you. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just taking notes here, by the way, while you um, mention all these things that you're feeling and going through. Um, and it sounds like there's more of like a timing concern more than anything. The kind of, should I wait? Is this something? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I really do feel as though that, not to speak kind of, I don't mean this in like a negative downer way, but I do feel as though that, all of these concerns are kind of, they come with the territory, they're baked in to the equation, meaning, whether you do this or not, there's always going to be something in hindsight that, children and their parents, in particular, the children, children tend to kind of pick any grievance. And so I just find that shouldn't necessarily be the worry, because if it's not this, then she's probably just going to by nature pinpoint something else, and that bridge needs to be crossed. So I wouldn't necessarily hinge the concern of, am I going to disrupt her ecosystem you know too badly. I mean, it sounds like this is something that's going to have to happen anyways. So, and have you like discussed? Have you opened this to discussion with her, or do you feel like this is just more so? Yeah, yeah. Oh, no worries, no worries. I'm not going anywhere. I have time if you have time. So, yeah, yeah, Yeah. 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 Right. Yeah. So do you feel maybe that this decision is a little bit kind of warped by this other scenario that you just, laid out? Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 I mean, yeah. Yeah. Sure. Right. But it's like, yeah, at the end of the day, I don't think it should be like this kind of like, super highway to this, other kind of aspect of your life. It shouldn't have so much control to these other you know big league decisions of your life. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, the Eight of Pentacles is here in the reverse, so this is like my not to mix subjects, but the Eight of Pentacles traditionally refers to work. I know that often has an impact on where we decide to relocate or set up shop. So not for nothing, this is the kind of energy of work. I know you mentioned working out, coincidentally enough, with this person and this trainer. The Hangman in reverse is here. This speaks to feeling hamstrung, feeling like you're hanging around, stagnant, waiting around. It almost feels as though maybe waiting for some sort of judgment or the other shoe to drop, maybe. So yeah, yeah, something to keep in mind there. Yeah, yeah. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Let me see. Let me look into that. Because yeah, I mean, not for nothing. I do see the Nine of Wands in the upright. This is someone putting up somewhat of a defense, maybe holding on a little bit too much to whatever fallout that this may have created. Now it's going to maybe turn a little bit into baggage here. But I'm really not seeing that it's, warranted. I'm not seeing that this person needs to hold on to this moving forward. But let me see if there's anything that wants to speak to a reconciliation of sorts. Let me see here. Yeah, I feel as though there can be somewhat of an olive branch extended here because I do see the Ace of Cups being handed your way. Remember, you appeared as this kind of world card in the upright. This is that energy of Capricorn. And it does feel as though that there is this kind of offer coming with the Ace of Cups in the upright. Now, this can be something brand new out of the blue, but I feel as though in this context, this is more so an opportunity to restart this connection. I think a lot of it is just kind of owning up to it and just being like, hey, you're right. You have a valid side, of things. You have a valid viewpoint. I probably shouldn't have, you know, spoken out of turn or in this way, but let bygones be bygones, and let's move forward. And at the end of the day, I feel as though that's kind of the only thing that you really can do. Um, but something to be mindful of, and we touched on it a second ago. I mean, I don't necessarily think that you would want to let any one connection or situation slow up your momentum for something that you just kind of genuinely have your heart set on, which sounds like moving to Florida. Um, So I think you just want to continue to kind of keep those two situations separate. But yeah, I mean, I don't see anything speaking to not being able to kind of just, address this. I mean, and it also, I think a lot of it is up to you. A lot of it is, how do you want to, not end things, but how do you want to navigate things? Is this a relationship that, you're that invested that you want to, make things right, quote unquote, or, because sometimes we're in a situation where we speak our piece, but that's not enough for the person, in which case that might not be a dynamic, friendship or relationship, whatever we're talking about here. That might not be something that you want to hold on to, because that means that no matter what you do or no matter what you give or invest, it's just not going to be enough for that person. So something to be mindful of. But like I said, this Ace of Cup, it seems as though it's coming from their direction. So I feel like, maybe if you feel like you have to put yourself out there a little bit, I feel as though this will be kind of warmly received, is what I'm getting here. Because again, this Ace of Cup, this is like an offer. The tag to this card is like it's an emotional solace. It's like a piece. It's like an olive branch. So I feel as though that this person will, with him. Let me see what's going on with him. Let's see. And not for nothing, I mean, I do feel as though there is some relationship energy here. So, yeah. So, not to speak out of class or out of turn, but I feel as though that, you were picking up on something. I mean, the Ten of Cups is here. This is harmony, in a relationship. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse speaks to someone no longer being on the market. Someone's scooped up off the market, so they're not. Well, there you go. So then that's probably her energy. And yeah, maybe they just have a really strong kind of, chemistry. But let me see for him if he's going to have some sort of grudge, or if he's going to. Yeah. Let's see. I mean, the Six of Cups in the upright to me just suggests that, all is not lost. You could still kind of, recover from this as well. Ten of Pentacles looks. Well, I was going to say the Ten of Pentacles looks good, but I almost feel as though because of the nature of the beast, the nature of the job, maybe that this might not be so wise on his end. It's like a conflict of interest. I mean, you could always, free will at the end of the day. So you could always throw your hat in the ring and see how things move forward, how they progress. But with the Three of Pentacles here, it just doesn't feel as though this is like conducive to for the both of you to do the couple or the relationship thing. I just see more so somebody coming out maybe a little bit more. Well, so the Six of Wands in the upright, this is an energy of like someone's winning something, or just like there's a victory here. But in the context of this, it almost feels as though like someone's moving forward by themselves. And so in a weird way, I feel as though that, I don't know if you would necessarily call this move from New York to Florida as like a win or like a victory, but I'm picking up that there's some sort of tie between what I'm seeing, the Six of Wands. It's like this person moving out of this kind of maybe the crowd, or maybe a crowded area, or maybe just New York. And so it just doesn't, to answer your question, I don't think that a relationship would prevail between you and him. that's just what the cards are saying. I'm not saying that it's not in the realm of possibility. I'm just seeing maybe more so your energy moving out and away from his in general. And I think that it's tied to your move here to Florida. So, oh, he's in Florida. Okay. I thought he was in New York here. Yeah, I mean, I'm still getting this, it's right in front of me here. This Six of Wand energy. This is a person moving away from this kind of, to me, this Three of Pentacle. Yeah, this could be the energy of like, relocation, moving. But to me, for some reason, I'm kind of picking up more so his job or his work. I mean, he's a trainer, correct? So this is what he does, and you're his client. So it just doesn't seem like the kind of breeding ground for the relationship, straight up, so. I could look to see. I just feel as though that this person probably like sees so many different people. Six of Pentacle in the upright, yeah, it speaks to kind of, giving attention and energy to just different people. Could be the people that he works with, could be the people that he's exposed to, by the nature of, his work, his job, and not for nothing, I'm sure he, has something going on for him if he's a physical trainer. So, but yeah, let me see if there's more interest, between them. Leaning one way more so than the other between them. Let's see what comes out here. Yeah, I mean, I'm not really seeing like. I'm not seeing this kind of like, breaking through the gates and this, them as a couple. Like, I'm not seeing that. I just feel as though that you guys are just kind of maybe in this, I don't know, that this kind of like, 3-person circle where it's just maybe, I mean, the Queen of Wands in the reverse does speak to maybe somewhat of a, green-eyed jealousy a little bit here and there. So it's probably what you're picking up on. I mean, and you yourself, are you out of marriage? Are you on the market? You're in a marriage? Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no problem there. I mean, live. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. Yeah. There. I mean, like I said, anything can happen. But I mean, if it's more so of a fling or, yeah, then I can see that happening. But I'm not gonna guarantee that there's like some sort of like long, everlasting relationship that's gonna come out of this. Yeah, with either anybody, right? So, yeah. Well, I mean, are you assuming that he found out as well, or? Well, I mean, look, if you, what better way to like, kind of stir the hornet's nest with your crush than maybe starting a little rumor that he has something, between him and another person. So, I mean, doesn't this kind of work to your benefit in a way? Yeah. I mean, you can go with it. I mean, you could give it some time. I mean, you could let things kind of play out a little bit, but so maybe for your own sake, so you don't feel like there's so much heat, but yeah, I mean, it's it's how you play it. I mean, also he's, professional. He's a businessman to some extent. He could choose to have you as a client or not, I would imagine. It's not like anyone has a gun to his head. So, right. And so just by that very kind of, volition, I feel like that's him, being like, I don't mind so much. Or it's probably happened before. I mean, to be honest, I'm sure that, well, I mean, well, I mean, I don't feel like this is what this person is in it for. I don't think that that's what he's leading with. What I was getting more so was just more so like, about the bag, so to speak, as they say nowadays. Just more of the financial aspect. I mean, you want to have a good standing with your clients, and if anything transpires from there, then so be it. I can look and see if anything else wants to come out as far as, there being some, unspoken passion, but let me take a look. Let's see. Let's see what comes out. Okay, I have to be honest with you. I just flipped 6 cards in a row, and they all came out in the reverse position. So to me, I usually read this as like a negative or like a negation, as opposed to like an affirmative or a confirmation. So I don't know. I'm not really getting that there's this kind of like, I feel as though that this person is keeping it professional. So, let me see here. Right. I mean, I mean, the fact that you're asking means that you're picking up on some sort of chemistry back and forth. And, right. Just seeing here. See, I think that there's someone else. I think there's someone that he's involved with, because I see a matching couple here. So I feel as though that, I mean, yeah, you could say that maybe it's, your situation, but I for some reason I wanted to say that there was someone else on his end. Right. And then, so it's like if there's someone else on his end, but then he's kind of maybe playing around on the side, then it's like, we have a full house here. So it's like, because the 3 of Cups is here. To me, that's more of like, so he might already be like, in the game in some way already. I mean, so, well, yeah, but I'm just saying then some. I mean, a couple of girlfriends. You might have a couple of girlfriends. I mean, the 3 of Cups is here, so to me, yeah, that's 3 of Cups. 3s are typically like third-party situation. Maybe having someone on the side, 2 or more people. So, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, especially in that occupation. I don't mean to pass judgment or speak in generalities, but there could have been something, that in his past somewhere. there is a specific player card in the deck. I don't see that out here. Well, yes, now I do. As soon as I say that, as soon as I say that, it comes out. Sure enough. Oh man, I love it when that happens. Well, I mean, I unless this is your energy, I mean, not to speak out of turn, but I could ask directly if this was okay. Well, then this has to be him. It's not you. Right. I mean, hanky pink. Yeah. I mean, I could ask. Let's take a look. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, the Nine of Pentacles in the upright, to me, says if you were to, your chances might increase. I don't know if he knows your status or your situation, but okay, well then, so yeah. I mean, so if you were to maybe turn a phrase here and there, maybe if your situation was different, because the Nine of Pentacles, you got to remember, is all about being single. I mean, this is the second time this energy came out, so, but it was for your friend. But so it's almost as if if you present yourself in a way that says, "Hey, I'm available," then I think that now it's a different story. But if you just kind of continue on with the narrative, riding the rail of I'm taken and I'm not presenting myself in that way, then I think he's going to play off of that. Because remember, he's not trying to lose clients; he's trying to be professional. So I think it just kind of depends on how strongly you throw that line out there, so to speak. Yeah. Right. I could look. Let me see. Well, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say just do cards, but that's my primary tool that I use. But so let me take a look to see. Would that persuade you any other way? Like, if you found out that they were hooking up, would that shy you away, or would you just not care and still kind of? Yeah. Let's take a look. To me, I'm not sold on there necessarily being any kind of fooling around. When I ask directly, when I look at it directly, I'm not. I think that there's maybe a lot of flirting. The Eight of Wands is here in the upright. This is known as Cupid's arrows. This is that chemistry. Communication, all that stuff. But I feel as though the Justice card is out here. So to me, that represents just kind of, I don't know if you want to say a moral or like a legal standing. To me, that doesn't feel like going outside the lines, so to speak. So, right, but and then of course the Tower cards here. This is like sudden change. So then I think that's a little bit of that dynamic of your friend probably hearing that you think that there is something going on, and it sounds like she adamantly denies that there's anything going on, or at least doesn't want anything to get out. Right. Yeah. Oh, she told him? Yeah. I could look. Um, let's see. Yeah, because I do wonder if that's with this communication, if this is specific to that, or if this is something else. Hmm. One second. I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold that she told him for some reason. No, I'm just not sold on it. I think that there's maybe a little bit of a side conversation of like, you know how like friends talk about friends, like, oh yeah, she's planning on doing this and doing that, but like I don't think it's like I don't get the sense that it's a secondary level beyond that. So yeah, it's good. No, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. Well, I mean, I don't know that she's necessarily trying to like draw him in to that, like Real Housewives type like drama. Because I mean, that's like a draw, like I'm pulling you into something. So it's like I don't know. I mean, you know her better than I do, but it just doesn't look like that from this perspective that she's like trying to get this trainer involved and like. But maybe, who knows? I mean, I don't know. But it just doesn't look like it. Well, I would err on no. I would err on no. Right. Well, I mean, I don't. It's well. All I can say is that first of all, you're dealing with a man, so guys are kind of squirrely when it comes to like. I'm sure wherever their heads are at or his head is at. So it's like when it comes to maybe him being like kind of secretly madly in love. I mean, to me, all of this is based on it's contingent on free will. You have a part in that because how are you presenting yourself? who's to say that this guy would not be interested in something down the line? But if he knows that you're married, it's like how vested is he in trying to have something happen that would constitute being in love with you? So it's like, so I'm not here to kind of dash any possibility, but you have to kind of contextualize everything. To and this is a good example, because when I'm over here looking objectively and seeing that the cards aren't suggesting that she's communicating to him about this, right? That's something objectively that I'm seeing here. And then to add the other layer of kind of just practical context, it doesn't, from a subjective point of view, it doesn't seem like she would have any reasoning behind trying to draw him in, unless of course she was really trying to go for it. But, I didn't see that confirmed either. And, so, and for the sake of, truth be told, if you don't have any concrete evidence, then it's not fair to say that about them. Right. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Let me take a look. I'm just taking notes here. 1 second. Let's see if it comes up. And she's down in Florida, is that correct? Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. Just reading. Yeah, I mean, I'm not necessarily getting that she's going to turn people against you, but I feel as though it's the 6 of Wands. Yeah, right now. I feel as though that, well, let me see. The 5 of Wands here is conflict, for sure. And it does feature multiple people. So, but I just want to be sure that this is not just between you and her. Or, to me, I don't see what I would normally read as someone kind of strategizing to like turn others, off from you, so to speak. But let me see if this is just between you and her. Well, I think what's going to happen is that there is going to be a little bit of maybe a telephone thing. Yeah. So, I mean, if you guys run in like similar, close-knit inner circles, I feel as though that, yeah, I mean, this may get around to some extent. I'm not seeing that this isn't anything that you could come back from, because I do see 5 of Cups in the upright. This is like, the ability to like get over it and move on. World card in the reverse, unfinished business. But I feel as though you could get that win. It's interesting because we spoke to that victory that came out earlier that really didn't have any context, but I feel as though that you could come out, unscathed. You could come out clean from this. Yeah, correct or right, anything that, may have, been said out of turn, out of pocket, so to speak. Set the record straight is what I'm meaning to say. So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think it's going to be like a vendetta. So, right. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see what comes out from Bonnie. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Well, I mean, I feel as though that she has the ability to be a stable fixture. I mean, that's without maybe stable, I see stability here. That doesn't necessarily mean stability in character or her nature or her demeanor. What I'm saying with Bonnie, and the only Bonnie in general, I mean, the Four of Pentacles here represents stability. So to me, that makes me think of just a stable kind of fixture in your life, or maybe just someone that you could. Oh, she's right, right, okay, okay, yeah, but then of course the Six of Pentacles in the right. Well, thank you. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is left here. This is speaking to what you just mentioned, where you're like, I don't know if I want to keep on investing in this direction. Six of Pentacles, that's right. That's just what it is. Yeah, I mean, now, I mean, not for nothing, the Ten of Cups was out here in the upright position. To me, that's more so that kind of like relationship, marriage. So I don't know if she's in a happy relationship or marriage, or again, if this is just in reference to her ties to, your husband's family and your husband. Right. Let's see. Yeah, I think you will. I mean, the Sun card is out here. This is, probably the most positive card in the deck. Not for nothing, Florida, sunshine. This is, yeah, I think that this is being a little bit, in your element. And I would like to see what's after this World card here. Oh my God, let me see. Yeah, I mean, Five of Swords in the upright to me says that there may be some ties that you got to cut. I don't know if you feel like that comes with the territory. I know you said that you're probably going to be juggling both New York and Florida. In regards to the newness, I mean, yeah, if you're not familiar with, wherever area you're going to, the Hermit card in the upright, this is like new territory, new terrain. This is venturing out. This is exploring a little bit. I think that you're going to be in a position where maybe a little bit of getting out of your comfort zone with the Fool card in reverse. Fool card in the upright is wanting to just take chances, fun risks. I think that there's going to be a lot that you're going to be able to. Ace of Wands here, this is action. This is so this could be new action, new hobbies, new activities, depending on, if that's your kind of proclivity. So I feel like you'll be happily busy, whatever you choose to get involved with. I know you mentioned like friendships and stuff like that. I'm not seeing anything that would speak against that. But I mean, you're not gonna be making friends left and right if you keep on, you know, I mean, and yeah, I think that's what this Five of Swords speaks to in the upright. I mean, it's like you got to kind of keep it in mind that like if this kind of, it's a small world. I think depending on again just different social circles and yeah, you don't want to necessarily like pollute the the well, so to speak. But yeah, I could see you. To me, what stood out is that like, and I'm not saying that like, oh, you're into like just like all these brand new adventurous activities, but I feel as though that, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. It asks if you want to add time. Yeah, so feel free to. In a couple of seconds, I think we're down to like 30 seconds or something, so it's gonna cut the call off, and then yeah, you could feel free to add more time if you want. All right. Okay, I will do that. We could wait till the call pauses for a second. If you want to start that in a couple seconds. I could start shuffling here. Oh my God. This lady just did 50 minutes. She's adding more time. Tarsum. Someone blocked Tarsum. Why are you even talking trash, bro? Jacob Jones. I can't even find one girl. She has two guys. Okay. Oh my God. That's crazy, y'all. I can tell I was reading for a client, y'all. Y'all heard it here first. The lady was fucking running and gunning. She might call back. We just did an hour, 50 minutes. Yeah, she has two guys. I can't even find one. That's so funny. I was like, a part of me was like dying laughing. I'm in another call, by the way. So, whoever said hardworking guy, you fucking know it. Chrome chat is trying to pop up, so you're gonna hear a ring. Sometimes the internet's a little dicey. When I was talking in New York, and now I'm talking like in New York. Yeah, I don't think the Chrome chat's gonna pick it up. The T. Oh my God, Valerie, I almost lost my shit. This was like some like Real Housewives of like Staten Island shit. She was like, oh my God, please chat, open up. This lady, man. That was fun. That was fun. I was dying laughing. I don't mean to like be unprofessional or whatever, but I'm hoping that this chat opens because it's for some reason that connection was not working. I don't know why. Oh my goodness, that was fucking hilarious. I was like, I don't. That shit was fun. I don't think I've had fun like that in. Oh my god. A minute. I don't know why this didn't work. That lady was great. I love that lady. Victoria Helen Stone. Victoria Helen Stone. Oh my god, it was so funny. Hi, this is Dylan. Hey. Husband. Yeah. Let me take a look. I feel as though it is. I mean, again, we could take a deeper look, but I know your initial concern was, hey, do we wait? And I don't, from just, doing a lot of readings and picking up on all these things, like, to me, that doesn't seem like a concern. I mean, I know that there's levels to it because you want to, give the kid a voice and figure out where their head's at. So yeah, I mean, context wise, if she's, throwing a fit, then that's going to give you an idea. But if she's open to it, then I'm not necessarily getting that should be a big concern whether you wait a year or not. But let me see what else comes out. Let's see. Thank you so much for calling back, by the way. Let's see. I'm just reading here. I mean, I'm not seeing anything that sparks a red flag or speaks to something negative, to be honest. I mean, I shuffled the hell out of this deck, and sure enough, your card came out again, the World card. I can't make this up. This is your Capricorn card. This is completions. This is endings. This is graduating to the next phase, to the next, to the next chapter. It's like a 78 card deck. I shuffled it. The chances of it coming out again are very slim to none. No, not seeing that. Not seeing that. I could look and see if it wants to come out, but in all of what I've been looking at, I am not seeing a divorce, but I do see an energy that I don't like. This devil card energy does kind of speak to obligation. It's the opposite of what I would like to see. What I would like to see is the Lover's card energy, because that speaks to more of like the free will aspect of love, where you don't feel like you're just kind of like, the old ball and chain, but maybe it's just more so of like um, just more freedom to love. I mean, there's so many different interpretations of marriage nowadays, but if this is like an old school kind of marriage, then it's like you just want to make sure that you don't feel like you're kind of like pigeonholed, or like in some sort of like dead end. I mean, that's what I would say as far as like the devil card, is that kind of like chained together type feel. Another interpretation of this is not seeing that future together, not working on that vision of, not to sound cliche, but that, tried and true, growing old together. I feel as though that's something that, if it's not coming natural to you or to him, it's something that you got to start to kind of dream up and, imagine in a way. I mean, try to kind of project that vision out there. The devil card, this is, this figure on here, they have this kind of lantern torch thing, and it's pointing downwards. That's symbolic of not being able to see what's ahead of you. So there's two people here. No, it's not death. It's just you don't want to necessarily kind of take for granted, maybe more of like the vision of where you guys would want to see yourselves, together in the future. But no, it's not. I'm not seeing that like, and death is more like the ending. The only ending that you had here was a very positive one with this World card. Very positive, very lucky, very kind of blessed energy. So I hope that resonates, because it's a very wonderful energy to come out twice so far for you. Yeah. Well, that sounds like what you're seeing. So, I mean, if that fits your fantasy, then yeah. You know what I'm saying, though? Well, okay. Well, yeah, okay. I'll look at it for you. 1 second. I understand that if you feed that, then it's like, you're kind of making that an option. But let me take a look. To me, it's a yes. I don't have to look at the cards to see if you're going to remarry or, but I can. But to me, it's like, that's what the contingency of, if you, in your free will, choose to divorce, then yes, I have to imagine that if you extend that logic, that you would also choose to remarry. Because it sounds like that's what you would want. But I can confirm that by looking. Let me see let's come on here again. Okay, well, now I see that death card energy. I mean, which can be, I think if chosen, yeah, that kind of ending type energy. A lot of aces, these are new beginnings. Ace of Cup, Ace of Pentacles. Pentacles is more of that kind of like, it makes me think of like a ring, like a new ring, like Pentacles are resources, something material, maybe even money, finances. But that ace is that Ace of Pentacles, like a new opportunity, yes. And then along with that, the Ace of Cup. Cup is the emotional aspect. So that, context of his question, that would be a new emotional love interest. Yeah. If that was what you decided to do. And then for me, I mean, I don't normally like to read in this way, but I feel as though that depending on your husband's current sensitivities, I feel as though this would be, I don't want to say that this would bring that much amount of pain and suffering, but it's like that death card is feels heavy in this context. It feels to him. It feels like it would have an impact on him in such a way where it's like, I mean, we're looking at the death card, so it's like, I'm not saying that it's gonna cause some sort of spontaneous whatever, but it's a strong card to come out here. But I'm reading it more so as just an effect on him. You wanting to leave or move on? I could look. I just feel as though there's kind of like a push comes to shove type scenario. I feel as though that if you guys are encountering a lot of conflict, then on his end of the equation, it feels as though that this may be some sort of resort that he has, some sort of last resort maybe. But then also the divorce card is on your side now of the margin when I pull cards for you. But it's coming across as more so a worry or a concern, less of like that kind of taking action to do so. That more so kind of action to do so is on his side with the Tower card. This is sudden change, but it's right next to Five of Rods. Or the Wands, Five of Wands. This is conflict. So to me, this is more so like a push comes to shove. Like if you push someone so much, or there's just so much conflict that you're bringing to them, then I feel like, yeah, this is some sort of like button that he's gonna want to push, because it's like, who wants drama and conflict? But again, it's like if you know that and that's not the direction that you're going, then it's like, then you don't have to worry about that. I don't see that this is something that you have to worry about on its own. That's not what I'm seeing here. Trying to see if there's anything else. It just feels more so like as a byproduct or something that's induced by, I don't know if you want to call it like picking fights or just causing needless drama for somebody. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else here. Let me see. No, I'm not getting that. On both sides of the equation, I'm not getting that. But I should say that the Devil card did come out again on your side. On his side, the Fool card in reverse is like maybe just not taking chances, or maybe not trying new things, or the old adage or the old cliche of like, you want to keep a marriage feeling like it's growing and like it's maybe not fresh, but yeah, maybe fresh or just some life to it. On your side with that devil card, this is more so that like chained together, not moving, not growing, not maybe feeling like you're progressing in some way. This is an energy that we spoke to earlier, where it's like more so out of like obligation instead of like free will. Like when you're with someone that you love, you want to make sure that you're choosing them every day out of freedom. You're not just doing it because you have to. And I know it's easy for relationships to fall into that mode because we creatures of habit tend to take things for granted, maybe sometimes. Or rather, maybe it's just we lose the perspective because we're maybe seeing the same person day in and day out. So this would just ask you to maybe more so try to see things with new eyes. Try to see things more so in the context of being present, because sometimes we pigeonhole somebody and then they end up acting in that very same role or in that very same way. They end up acting like the character that we treat them as. And so it becomes like a self-fulfilling thing. Whereas if you kind of give someone space and room to grow or like pleasantly surprise you, then oftentimes they do that. But if it's the same old kind of routine, they're just taking the show on the road, then of course you can't expect any change. So oftentimes that change comes when we hold back our energy a little bit and we create more space in the relationship. So I'll give you like a silly example. Like, so instead, like say I got my girlfriend here, instead of nagging her about something, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to, put the pressure on her. And then I'm going to give her time to come around. And then I'll let things kind of sort themselves out. Just as an example. But that's an example of giving space to something, as opposed to sometimes we could, if we're on some BS, we could be a little bit of a pit bull and we want to attack maybe a problem or a grievance head on instead of, and again, that comes because maybe we feel familiar with the person, so, but yeah, no, I mean, yeah, to answer your question, no, I don't see you leaving or him leaving for somebody else. So that's a good thing, I think. Yeah. Right. What is his sign by chance? Do you know it? His zodiac sign? Sounds like a Libra or Scorpio. Let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they tend to kind of be more so logic and reason based. I mean, it depends on all like the other placements in his chart to kind of speak to more so of maybe like his emotional side. But yeah, I mean, Libra could, be somewhat of a challenge. I mean, it depends. It depends on what exactly the problem is, and I know that a lot of issues tend to kind of be more so a reflection on like the way we're looking at the problem. So just something to keep in mind, Yeah. Did you want me to like pull cards to see about the relationship and the fact that you think it's in trouble, or wherever you want to go with this? Okay, let me see. Yeah, I mean, the Eight of Wands, first and foremost, sticks out for me because it speaks to like a lack of communication. It speaks to a lack of communication, maybe even more so on like that playful side. And yeah, even flirting, things like that. Like if you could kind of get back to those basics. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy or whatever, but believe it or not, if you tell yourself like it's easy, then it's like that's half the battle. I think it's when we tell ourselves like this shit's going to be hard, or then it's like that's just an example of how we paint the picture before before it's even finished. And so it's like, I think it's kind of as easy or as hard as you tell yourself. But first and foremost, what's coming out here, I know we got less than a minute, so I just want to leave you with this, and feel free to add more time if you want. But I think it does start with that more so playful nature, that little flirting, talking, keeping things simple, surfing. I'm the hardest working man in showbiz. My God, fucking Tarsem, such a hater. Why are you even? I was using the Tattoo Tarot by Lana Zellner. Victoria Stone, like what? Such hater nation in this. Yeah, they're nuts. That might be it. That may have been it. Fuck. All right, guys. Might jump on later. I'm glad that lives on the internet. I love you guys. Holler at your boy. Reach out. All my contact info is on the website. Feel free to come. Feel free to tip, donate, like, share, follow, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Holler at your boy. Love you guys. Peace. I might jump on later, tomorrow, etc. Love y'all. Peace.